Let's finally create our whole banners using all these components that we created before. So let's go here and let's create 5 different banners for different advertising systems. The first one is 600 by 600. Let's fill it. Okay, the second one is 798 by 90. 728 by 90. Another one is 970 by 250. One more 160 by 600 and 240 by 400. Okay, so we have 5 banners. Let's fill them with something. We will create a background. As you see, the biggest dimension of these banners is 970, so let's create a background of, let's say, 1000 by 1000. It's 1000 by 1000. Okay, we will fill it and let's add an image. I will copy paste an image from this frame. I already have it and I will paste it here. So as you understand, you better to have rather big images of your backgrounds to have the good quality. Okay, and I will create a component from this frame. Okay. I did not click it. Okay, and let's name it background. Now I copy paste it and place its copy into my banners. Okay. Paste it here. Actually, I have to rename all those banners because I don't know which of them is which, and I will do this. And this is probably 600 by 600. Okay. Now I will move this background into this layer. I will move this background into this layer. And now I can scale it. For example, like this. Okay, I copy paste it and paste it into the next banner, and I will scale it as well. Okay, I put it to the center. Now I scale it. I will do the same for these banners. Okay, so now I have all the banners filled with background. Now I create text bubbles. I will create two texts and make text bubble from them. Okay, I will detach this one, I detach this one. Now I make it component and make it component. Now I create a component from, I copy paste them because I want these components to be as settings, and I want these to be a component of the text bubble. It will look like this. I'll add auto layout. I will add some filling. I will add some padding, some corners and some padding. Okay, and I will center the elements. Probably I will send this to 75 again. And as I see, I placed buttons over here because I want them to appear at my banners like it is at these bubbles. So that's why I will create bubble button right now, and then I will paste it into my bubbles. So I will create button right here. It is, as you can understand, this is a text. Okay, I will create it from the scratch to show you. Okay, shop now. Created a text. I'm making it white. Now actually I can create component from it right now. So this creates a frame around my text. It wasn't applied. Okay, it's applied. Now I add auto layout. I add some padding. I fill it with this green color. I add a stroke. Let's set it to maybe 5, and let's set the stroke to white. Okay, now let's make round corners, probably something like this. Okay, and we have to add more padding to the sides. Maybe it was 40. Okay, it looks similar now, but I think it was wider stroke. Probably it was 6 pixels. Okay, so now I have my shop now button. I can remove this one. So I have two texts, I have button, and I will paste button into this text bubble. Okay, it goes over there because I have auto layout. Maybe I will use less space to make it not so big, and I think now it's okay. But I want to create several bubbles, so I duplicate this one. Okay, and I detach it. Now I make it vertical and create a component again. So I will name it text bubble vertical, and I call this one text bubble horizontal. Okay, now we will paste these bubbles into my banners. I copy paste this one and copy paste it here. Okay, let's make it smaller. Bam, like this. Okay, I make a duplicate and I will put it here into this banner. Don't forget to set constraints over here and over here. I set it to center, and probably I can paste this bubble into this banner, and I will make it smaller. Okay. And I will use the other bubble, these two banners. I will use a horizontal version. It's probably not inside the... Okay. I put this text bubble. Actually, it should be above. Oh, it's in the... I put this text bubble into the banner, into this vertical banner, so that's why I don't see it right here. I put it in the wrong place, so I will pull it and set right here. Oh, okay, so now it's visible. And the other thing that we can use here is that I know that I will put a girl, and actually I don't have space for her right here. So in this case I can make the button invisible and send the text here, and I can copy paste the button right into my banner again to be outside the text bubble. We'll make it smaller and leave it here, for example. And now let's preview these banners in pixel preview. I set 1x and I set the scale to 100. So this is how these banners will look after we download them. I am okay with all these banners except this one. I think this is too pixel. The text is not readable. and that's why I want to create a separate text bubble for this banner, and I will use it on very vertical banners. I copy paste these, I detach it, and I will change the text. So I will make the text vertical, and I will make each word from the next line here, and probably something like this here. Something like this, and I will make this button a little smaller. Okay. And now I make this bubble component, and I will call it very vertical. Okay, now I copy it and go to my banner to paste it here. So as you see, this looks much better. The text is readable, maybe not perfect, but readable enough for our purposes. So I just delete this text bubble from the banner. Very important notice is that since we changed the text in the headline and in the description, from this point, if I change the text here at my components, it won't be affected here. So I add this text, and as you see, it was added to these two bubbles, and it wasn't added right here because I changed this text before. So if I want to add these words to this text, I have to do it manually right here. Now I bring it back. Okay, what else do we need? We need to paste a girl or an item. So I will copy paste these. Actually, I will copy paste not this component, but I have a better variant which we created here. It is bigger. It is over here, yes. No, it is, yes, over here. Item person. And it is here. I detach it, and I create a new component from this frame. Okay, now I will paste a girl image into it. I copy it and paste right here. And make it visible. I'll temporarily add the fill-in. Now I will move a girl to the bottom. Okay, I think this is okay. And I make her bigger. Okay, now I remove the fill-in and I make headphones invisible. Okay, so this is our component that we can use at our banners. Okay, very big. We will make it smaller. We'll duplicate it and paste wherever we want. Okay, I will put it into the banner manually. But as you see, this isn't very good quality. But I think she is readable okay at the 100% scale. I put the girl into this banner. Okay. Let's put her here. And I set constraints to these images as well. I will set like this here. Here we will set center and right. Here we set center and right. Here we set bottom and center. Okay, and we have the last banner. Okay. Okay, and stick it to the bottom. Oh, should be the bottom as well. Okay, so now we have images at all our sizes. We have to paste logo into our banners as well. So I will copy paste these as well. We already created it in the previous lesson, so I will just reuse it. I detach this instance, create component from it again, and as you remember, this is that variant of logo where we created one round corner. So I add this logo to my banners. Usually we paste the logo in a small size, but to do it correctly, it's better to use 100 zoom and pixel preview. In this case, we understand if the logo is readable, because sometimes we create too small logos and they are not readable at the small sizes. So that's why we still leave pixel preview turned on. Okay, I will make it smaller and I will move this one here. I move the girl. I think it's okay. Dun, dun, dun. Let's paste logo to this banner. Okay, maybe let's move this bubble a little lower and this button like this. Oh, there is a little space that we left between the top side and the logo. Okay, it was 1 pixel. So I pasted logo at all my banners. Actually, we have banners that we can upload to our advertising systems. If you want, you can add a border to these banners. To do it, just select all of them and add stroke. It should be inside, because if you do it center or outside, it will change the size of the banners, and when you upload them to Google, Facebook and other advertising platforms, you will get an error. So let's set it to 4 pixels and let's set a color, for example, to our purple color. So now we have our banners ready, and just we have to check the logos, maybe to move them 1-2 pixels, because we have a border now and we didn't count it when we pasted our logos. So now I think we have ready to download banners. Zoom it to 100%, and I think that they are okay. And as you understand, oh, I added stroke to this for some reason. Let's remove it. I added the stroke to this frame because it's not in these banners, so I have to move it right here. Now it's inside. Okay. Because if we leave some frame outside the banner and then we try to export all these files, in this case the frame of the banner and the frame of the girl would be exported by separate files, and we don't want this. And I want to move this logo a little as well. Okay. I haven't selected the logo, I selected just an image. Okay. Now I think we are good. And now I can select all these banners that I created and export them. To export, I have to click this, and I may export this with this button right now, and if I want, I can add some suffix that will be added to the end of the file names. Usually I put a version of my banners, because when you create a lot of banners, you will have a lot of them, and with the time it will be difficult to orient among them. And in this case I add this version 1, version 2, and it will be added to all the banners. I can choose between different formats. Usually I use PNG or JPG, and you can export your files. Okay, so we actually created our first banners, and now we will move on and see what else can we do to make our work better, faster and more efficient.